I'm Bill Anderson. I work with the law firm of Crowell and Mooring in Washington, D.C. I've been an IADC member since 2015, so I'm relatively new to the organization still. I think the first point I would make is I am with a large law firm, a large national and international firm. I didn't actually expect the IADC to be a tremendous source of referrals for me because, well, our rates are high for one thing, and it's difficult for others around the country to refer work my direction. Most of the members of the IADC are from regional or smaller firms, and so it became a little bit different exercise for me. But I have had a couple of referrals from people here for work, which I very much appreciated. More importantly for me is the other direction. I have worked all over the country and including work internationally, and I frequently need lawyers in other parts of the country and other parts of the world, and I've used the IADC as just a tremendous source of expanding my network and my ability to find counsel that we need for these matters. So for instance, one of my very good friends at the IADC is Beth Fitch from Arizona. She and I met each other the same year. We started the same year. Within about a year of that time, I write a lot of amicus briefs for appellate courts all around the country, and I have to have local counsel for those. I got an Arizona case. So who do I call? I call Beth Fitch, and she worked with me for 2 or 3 years as we got those briefs filed and prosecuted up through the state courts. So that's terrific, and I've done other amicus briefs like that as well. The other source for me, because I'm with such a large law firm, my colleagues at Crowell & Mooring are constantly emailing saying, do you know anyone in blank? And so I'm off to the races when I get one of those emails because I have such a large network now. Only in 5 years of working with this organization, I've found counsel in Thailand, I've found counsel in North Korea, and I could come up with a dozen more examples, but for me, the value of this organization has been that my network before I joined it was this, and today it is this, and it is hugely beneficial to me in my practice and to the law firm. What I love about IADC is that it's relationship-based. It is not a Shark Tank where people come in and start passing out cards and trying to hit people up for work. You got to get to know people here, and you got to make friends. And if you don't do that, you won't be successful in this organization. And to me, that's a very natural thing. It's who I am. I'd much rather make friends than sell something. And so I've just loved the meetings. They involve so much interaction with people. People have reached out to me from the very beginning to make me feel welcome. To the first times I came, I didn't know anyone. And so I would come to the cocktail hour, and being an introvert, I'd do what I had to do. I'd go butt in to a group of people and say, hey, I'm new, see my first year tag, and say, who are you? And it worked. People were very welcoming. They were very inclusive, and do a little follow-up with them, and I'd start building my network out. And then as I began to get involved in committees, that became even more valuable because I could draw on those people for committee work, and I ended up, as some of you know, chairing the committee on products liability for the last 2 years. And so that network has just paid off wonderfully. But I guess, so the thing I like about the organization is the openness, the willingness to let young members, new members, play significant roles in CLEs and webinars and other things. You don't have to know somebody. And then just the valued friendships that I've developed even in the 5 years I've been here. I think my number one recommendation is work it. This is a place where you can build those friendships and relationships. They won't happen, number one, if you don't go to the meetings. The meetings are critical. Build it while you're here. There are plenty of people who will introduce you around and help you with it, but you got to take it in hand. And if you do that, like I say, in 5 years, I've got a tremendous network in this organization, and it's quite easy to do, but it won't be handed to you. You have to get out and work it a little bit. I wish I had joined 20 years earlier. That's the main message I have. Don't waste the opportunity to turn this into a way for you to become a nationally known lawyer, internationally known lawyer, instead of having a relatively isolated practice where you are right now. It's the place to do that.